The notes on the keyboard are separated by either a half step or a whole step. H will represent half step and W will represent whole step. A half step is the smallest possible space between two notes. Two half steps make up one whole step. Among the white keys on the piano, E to F and B to C are separated by a half step. All other pairs of white keys are a whole step apart. Scales. A scale is a collection of notes organized around one note that we will call home.
Send them home. Just send them home. It's time to go home there, ball.
The home note has a sense of rest and completion and is the first note of the scale. In both major and minor scales, each of the 7 letters occurs once and none of the letters are omitted. The first scale that we will look at is the major scale. A major scale consists of a pattern of whole steps and half steps. The pattern to memorize is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Let's construct our first major scale. We will make C the home note. Remember, we must use all 7 letters of the music alphabet. The first step in a major scale is a whole step. Remember, a whole step is made up of 2 half steps. Following this rule, our next note in the scale will be D. The next step in the major scale is another whole step, D to E. Next is our first half step. Remember, a half step is the smallest distance between notes on the keyboard, E to F. Another whole step, F to G. Whole step, G to A. Whole step, A to B. And finally, our last half step, B to C. This pattern of whole and half steps can be applied to any note. Let's do another one on D. To do this, we first need to learn about something called accidentals. Accidentals are used to raise or lower a pitch by a half step. A sharp raises a pitch by a half step, and a flat lowers a pitch by a half step. This is important to know because we will need to use accidentals when trying to construct a major scale on any note besides C. So going back, let's construct a major scale on the note D. Following the same pattern we used to make up the C scale, D to E is our first whole step. Now, the next step, it's really important to remember that a whole step is made up of 2 half steps and what we just learned about accidentals. So when we go from E, we go up 2 half steps and we land on F sharp. Next is a half step, F sharp to G. A whole step, G to A. Another whole step, A to B. Another whole step, we're going to go from B to C sharp. If we just went from B to C, that's only a half step. We need to go 2 half steps. So we're going to go from B to C sharp. And finally, our last half step, C sharp to D. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to check out some of our other videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to be up to date with our newest videos. Thank you.